Hello and welcome, beautiful souls, to my channel, Light of Shaya. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to those of you who are new. I hope you enjoy the content, and welcome back to those of you who are returning. I simply want to say thank you so much for all of your support. I appreciate every single one of you. So today I'm bringing you another message from Spirit. Let's go ahead and see what the message from Spirit is today. I'll be using the Good Tarot here to start off the reading, and then I'll be hopping into the Light Seers Tarot for additional messages. So let's see what the message from Spirit is today. I feel a very, very blissful feeling in my sacral chakra area. It's very beautiful. It's like a blooming of some sort. A blooming of creativity, of warmth, of happiness. It's like there's a sense of satiety here, interestingly enough. So let's go ahead and see what the message is. Scorpio energy transformation right off the bat. Okay, this card I always see, and it's like giving it away is what I'm sensing. Note how she's kind of looking at it with intent, eyes closed, or at least perceiving to be. Yes, they're closed. It's like a wish. It's like this person's making a wish. They're closing their eyes and they've blown. They're just, you know, perceiving the thing just drifting off into the universe. There's a release of some sort, right? Transformation, Death card, can speak about release and endings. I give it up to God is kind of what I'm sensing here, you know, or Spirit, however you refer to your higher power, of course. I heard the word I'm free to explore other options, interestingly enough. And the reason I say that too is because we have the Six of Swords and the Seven of Water. Moving on from a situation. What's really interesting is this is playing out almost like backwards. It's like the Seven of Water, right? Lots of options, confusion at times, a fantasy or illusions. But there's like a deep inner knowing coming from this one because she's looking up expectantly into the distance, right? There's a sense of like looking into the distance here. And exploring. It's like a very exploratory, like, curiosity, kind of like looking up and imagining. There's a great sense of imagination coming through this. It's almost coming through as wistful. There's a sense of being wistful, right? That's wistful. There's something here about being wistful. And so then we have the Six of Air. Right? Moving toward, you know, the Seven of Cups being left behind, moving with the Six of Air, which is leaving behind the situation, right? And I'm looking at this. It's almost like, I'm feeling like I'm getting Little Mermaid vibes, you know, like, God, I really wish I was a Disney freak like other people are, because I've met quite a few of them. It's people who are just Disney, crazy about Disney. And I can't remember, I'm sure there's someone out there who knows the name of the song. It's like, I want to be where the people are, or something like that. You know, when she's in her little grotto or whatever it's called, of all their treasures. It's kind of what I'm sensing here. It's like the Little Mermaid looking up at the ship. Right? Where the prince is at. Wistful, woeful almost. Wishing for the thing. And then there's the transformation card, which is a release. It's like, okay, I guess it was nice dreaming. And I'm getting a sense of sadness when I say that. I guess it was nice dreaming, but I guess that's gone now. It's like I need to let go of this illusion, of this want. Then we have, interestingly enough, the Page of Earth coming through. A newfound sense of determination is almost what I'm getting. It's like, I'm going to go discover the world is what I'm sensing with this Page of Earth. It's very studious, very brilliant young child. There's a sense of setting off on a new adventure, a new journey. Very interesting. Now the Page of Earth also comes through to me as a spirit guide, as if telling you this was to come, or I'm getting, yeah, there's a sense of like this was to come. This was bound to happen. Is what I'm getting. This was bound to happen. That's really interesting that I'm picking up on that. And there's a great deal of sadness when I say that. Okay. Judgment. Wow. Right off the bat, we have judgment here. Calling of sorts. An ascension process. It's a release, right, of the past. It's a resurrection. You have the Hermit looking at expectantly, the Three of Wands. It's like that wistful energy is what I'm picking up on. Look at how these two are intently looking at the horizon as if wishing for the thing. The Three of Wands here is more expectation, right? It's interestingly enough, I'm seeing the correlation between these two cards. They look very similar. Of course, one has angelic wings, but in reality, it's the Three of Wands or something. It's like this is an illusion, or this wistfulness is an illusion, ethereal. But in the Three of Wands, there is an expectation. There is a waiting. And the Hermit is the one kind of looking off into the distance also with this Three of Wands. Maybe you're in a long-distance relationship, or... that was really interesting. I'm picking up on that. Communication, Eight of Wands. There's something here about... Maybe for some of you travel with the Three of Wands, Eight of Wands, and the Six of Air, right? Maybe you're saying goodbye to somebody. It's like, I didn't want to have to say goodbye, but I know this is what I have to do. Because somebody's like traveling or leaving the country or something like that. Five of Swords. That's not very pretty energy following this Eight of Wands. Someone's really stuck in their head about something, really contemplating something. I can't help but notice that. And the Five of Swords could sometimes speak of manipulation or humiliation, right? Very egoic energy, winning at all costs, right? And it's like this person has, right? This person in the background has emerged victorious in a sense, right? The crows in this particular card belong to the gentleman at the front of the card. This person has taken Four of those swords, leaving the person who's contemplating things with the truth, interestingly enough. The one crow who is speaking the truth. There's a text message here, likely. Yeah, there's communication for sure via electronics means. Page of Swords is Page of Swords, and then the King of Cups follows. There's communication likely about love or something like that. Maybe with the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Scorpio coming through very strongly with the Transformation card or the Death card. Okay, let's continue here. Look at that, we have the Moon. An illusion. Remember I was talking about illusion? We have the a secret or an illusion here. Some sort of... something isn't clear. Depth of emotion is almost what I'm getting here from the King of Cups. Maybe somebody is also afraid. Maybe somebody is communicating to you their fear or an illusion, right? Maybe that's what the manipulation is about. It's because there's a manipulative text message or something like that about feelings. There's more going on beneath the surface. We have the Two of Swords, indecision, more of that indecision. Remember how I was saying with these cards here? The Five of Swords, about like someone being really stuck in their head. With the Two of Swords, that's still happening. And with the Hanged Man, there's a release, stagnation. But however, the Two of Swords is kind of in a sense being looked at in a different light is kind of what I'm picking up at too, or picking up on. It's like somebody is seeing something differently. A new perspective has been achieved about this Two of Swords energy, this indecision. Somebody can't seem to figure out their truth for themselves. Wow. We have, interestingly enough, the World and the High Priestess, the highly intuitive energy. The World and the High Priestess combined are the gift of psychometry. In other words, it's the gift of tarot, or the ability to touch something and be able to perceive memories past, or things that have happened with that object. Not sure if you guys have heard that, where let's say an antique has been passed down and somebody who's very intuitive can touch it and like see what the item has gone through. That's kind of the gift of psychometry here. And in addition to that, this combination of cards is the ability to learn through mental osmosis. So it's like being near somebody of the same mind, you're able to pick up on information or something along those lines. Now, the Hanged Man is also facing the world. So there's a perception, there's a new look at this ability that someone has, interestingly enough. So if you're an intuitive and you're dealing with a person, you may know something about this person on a very deeply intuitive level, maybe through tarot or communication through spirit. There's something here, and you're seeing something in a different light as a result of it, in a very different light. This person perceives, or it appears to be communicating in this way, but secretly, or an illusory thing is coming through, maybe through tarot or through some sort of psychic or like intuitive hint, very powerful intuitive hint. It's like you can pick up on this person's thoughts, maybe. Okay, what's coming up here? Okay, let me shuffle this a little bit more thoroughly. Okay, what's coming up after this? Let's continue, Holy Angels. Ace of Wands, passion, desire, an idea. Maybe an idea through mental osmosis. Maybe both of you are thinking about the same idea at the same time. More of that intuitive knowing. There's like, you have a very deep, 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 deep knowing about something. Something very deep. It's like there's no question about it. It's like I know with 100% certainty, even if there's not proof for it. There's like a great deal of certainty coming on your behalf. Knight of Swords. Very quick-moving energy. Very determined energy. Somebody who's rushing in hot. Maybe this new idea or this idea sparks something, and it's like I need to go. I need quickly. There's no hesitation. I've been waiting too long. There's something like that. It's like it's too late is almost what I'm picking up on. Whoa. Very interesting. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take a moment here there's some other messages coming through. I'm going to take a moment here to tap into that. And of course, I'm going to be flipping the camera angle so you guys can see the board, and I'll be seeing you guys shortly. Alrighty guys, I'm back. So what's really interesting is, okay, this is a very powerful reading. I can't emphasize how powerful this is, in particular because of these two cards, okay? So I had to take a moment to do a little bit of research, honestly, because I knew there was a deeper message to this. So it wasn't necessarily just mental osmosis, or this energy is a person who can predict the future with complete accuracy. Somebody who has a very, very, very deep capability of being able to predict the future, right? Through means like the tarot or through spirit, as I was saying, downloads. It's like you have a very deep knowing about something to come, right? It's like you predicted whatever the situation was. Now, the Judgment and the Hermit card, when combined, could very well be a calling to being aware of your physical needs. There's something here about your physical needs, needing to be aware of them, right? So there's an awareness here about your physical needs. Now, whatever that means for you or this person at the time could very well be different in nature. For some of you, this could be about the food you eat, the water, if you drink enough water. And for others of you, this could be even sexual in nature, right? Your sexual needs. And the reason I say that is because of the Three of Wands, Eight of Wands following. But as I said, that doesn't necessarily have to be the case. There is, and the Ace of Wands, of course, but there is something here in regards to taking care of your physical needs. Maybe some of you may have diminished energy due to like a cold or something like that. And you're looking towards the future now, right? Maybe for some of you, this could be sinus issues or like headaches as a result of this energy here, of trying to take care of yourself, maybe after a cold, and there seems to be some illness here. Maybe you're getting headaches as a result or something along those lines, right? Then you have communication from this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or somebody embodying that energy, Cancer coming through very strongly because of the moon, and of course Pisces because of the high priestess. Pisces very strong here. There is something incredibly spiritual here. Incredibly spiritual. We have all three water signs, Scorpio, but Cancer and Pisces. Pisces coming through very strongly. Pisces is associated with the 12th house, which is one of the most, if not the most, I would say, of course, psychic of the horoscopes, right? A person who's a Piscean has very, very, very deep, clear communication with the world of spirit. This is somebody who can predict the future with incredible accuracy. It's a person who's nearly friendless as well as a result, because they walk between worlds. They walk between worlds, and so communication with actual people isn't exactly necessary, because the communication with spirit, it's not necessarily that it suffices, but at least it curves the edge of the loneliness, because these cards do also speak of loneliness. And so there's something here about an idea or very deep intuitive knowing about maybe this energy over here, this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, right? You know a truth about a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or somebody with a lot of love for you about this energy here. Somebody who's afraid, likely, somebody who's indecisive. And it's really interesting. Take a look at this, the way I'm interpreting this, right? We have Cancer and Pisces here. The Two of Swords is a decision between these two energies, is what I'm picking up on. There is a page of, the Page of Swords, King of Cups, is communication via electronic means from somebody, likely a masculine, King of Cups. And they're communicating with you, but what's really going on is here, right? They're unsure about what to do. But what's really fascinating is if this is you, which I'm perceiving this is you considering that you're here, since you have a very deep inner knowing about things and you can predict the future with incredible accuracy, you already know what this energy is and the choice likely that will be made. The Two of Swords is turned away from the Hanged Man perceiving the moon. There's something deeply rooted subconsciously. This person is unsure about what the decision is in regards to this energy. It's like, I've been placed on hold, no longer looking at this Hanged Man. It's like, I need to figure what this is out now, because there's some sort of change in the dynamic. Somebody is letting go, I'm sensing. And this person who can perceive the future, or who's nearly friendless, right? Somebody who has very beautiful contact with spirit is perceiving something. A sense of coming here, right? There's a sense of like determined energy to rush through and make, this is a very hasty decision. Whew, okay, so let's see here. Let's pull some more cards now. Whoa, look at that. The Death and the Fool. Okay, so it's really interesting is when the Death and the Fool cards are combined, this is cards that indicate instant karma. There is a situation with instant karma, right? Because typically this is, if they were coming out like this, they did in a sense come out together, so I'm getting the need to read them as if they came out together, right? In the traditional way, the way I'm seeing it. However, there's something about the Death coming before the Fool that is important in the story that is playing out. But I'm being guided to say that this is a situation of instant karma. And in addition to this, this combination of cards could speak of good memory, right? Somebody who has a very good memory. And this is also the power to endure great hardship, which is very similar to the Hanged Man, right? The Fool and the Hanged Man are the capabilities of enduring great hardship. There's something here about, there's an intuitive knowing about an idea that rushing towards it causes instant karma, or there's some sort of good memory that someone has about predicting the future, right? Maybe somebody maybe you had done a tarot reading or has seen a tarot reading, or in your communication with your guides or whatever, you're like, I knew this was going to happen. I already saw it coming, and my memory sparked. Because I know it's on its way, or something like that. Like some sort of energy is moving towards you now. Nine of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. Tower. Holy moly. Okay. So what's really interesting to me is, right, an ending has come, right? There's a transformation card again. There's the ending. It's like I knew I had to blow this away, right? The power to endure great hardship. But there's something about being single and a mindset that someone's being wrapped up in. The Nine of Pentacles is someone who loves their stuff, somebody who owns themselves, somebody who's very confident. It's the pre-Empress card. And there's something here about being free and single, but there's a mindset that is like maybe subconscious. No, this is a thought pattern that someone has. Maybe in regards to their self-worth, because I always note the mirror here. The mirror is, look at how, I mean, this is reflecting a poor self-image. Somebody has a poor self-image of themselves, even though they may present themselves as a Nine of Pentacles, and this is getting blown up. It's like, boom, right? A sudden, clear revelation about this Eight of Swords energy. Okay, so I'm curious, what is this Eight of Swords energy? Just to kind of confirm, I'm getting the sense this is about self-worth. Only because of the mirror being there, right? And the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a sadness here. The Six of Cups wanted to come out. So there's something about maybe a past situation. So, or like childhood upbringing. So there's a resistance, sadness, and the Two of Pentacles is about, look, it's called the Lord of Change, right? There's something about the divine feminine, divine masculine energies here. I always get drawn to the yin and yang symbols here and how they're also produced here. There's something about, you know, looping back and forth, right? There's a mindset here that is a resistance of some sort with the Lord of Valor here, the Seven of Wands. And then we have the Five of Cups. So there's, I think somebody's resisting looking at sadness, interestingly enough. And they're very stuck in their head about it because they're starting to realize that they've been going in circles. It's kind of what I'm picking up on here. It's like an infinite loop. It's like the snake never finishes, in a sense, eating its own tail because it's biting its own tail. There's something about someone hurting themselves, maybe mentally. There's a mental hurting of oneself, a resistance of sadness, and somebody, in a sense, is refusing to change, or they're kind of, I keep on getting the sense of stuck in a loop. I know this isn't the way the card is normally interpreted, but that's how I'm picking it up. And this mindset is finally being blown up here. There's a mindset, yeah, the Wheel of Fortune wanted to come out. Something about divine timing, of course, always the case. A change in the dynamic. Now, what's interesting is when the World and the Tower are combined, it's the World wanted to come out. The Tower and the Wheel of Fortune are combined. It can sometimes represent an accident. Now, the Wheel of Fortune combined with the World, since those two wanted to come out together, could be a fight or a reconciliation. What is this Tower? There's the moon. There's the moon. Oh my goodness. Tower, clarifying the Tower. Holy cow. This, whatever this is massive. It is massive. For whoever is going through the Tower moment, look at that. Bottom of the deck, I see this is my source card. This is when Spirit itself comes through. At least that's how I interpret this card. It's source itself bringing through whatever this incredible Tower moment is. I just can't get over this. Tower, clarifying the Tower, like how much more potent can this be? This Tower moment, for whoever this is phenomenal. And I don't necessarily know if this is a good thing. Whatever this mindset is has been deeply ingrained in somebody's mind for quite some time. This Tower moment is completely and utterly devastating, whatever this victim mentality is, this inability to see one's own self-worth, interestingly enough. Now, when the moon and the Tower are combined, these particular cards can speak of work seeming or appearing to be too difficult. Right? So maybe there's a mindset being blown up about work, especially with the Lord of Discs here, or the Lord of Power here, the Four of Discs or Four of Pentacles. power. There's like an idea of power. See, this construct is being blown up. Whatever this idea of power is being blown up. It's like it was a compartmentalized energy that did not belong. Maybe in regards to work. Now, the tower and the moon combined can sometimes mean also of being able to know the things that are to come. It's like being able to see them before they happen. So there's something here about a power in that. And this Eight of Swords is being broken away because the realization of this power is present. Now, this could very well be you having yet another much more powerful spiritual experience that allows you to see even more deeply than you already can. Which is hard to believe, right? It's like if you already can predict the future with incredible accuracy, how much more potent can this energy get? The power to endure great hardship has brought you to this moment in time. It was like a preparation for the things to come, is what I'm getting. And oof, whoo-wee, it is big, whatever this energy is. Now, this combination of cards, the moon and the tower, can sometimes speak of, it's about an idea. So basically it's how do I explain this? I don't know if you guys have ever had a moment where you were super excited about an idea and that excitement led you to do the thing that you were supposed to do. That excitement led you to something that was phenomenal. And you doing that has brought you into a place where you had to do even more work. But it led to very, very happy results, or at least it's leading to very happy results. Whatever is going on here could very well be, in sense, there's two different interpretations that I'm getting, and they may very well be linked. Of even deeper power to be able to predict the future and be in contact with spirit. And on the other side, there is a brand new, very exciting idea that comes to mind as a result of this, and you are able to start creating something new with a great deal of passion and sticking it through, leading to eventual happy results, if that makes sense. Holy moly, that is big, and this was inspired by the divine. And interestingly enough, we do have the Magus here, Gemini, Virgo energy. So there's something here about manifesting. The Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here, has a moment of clarity and truth, right? Maybe that could be you, the Queen of Pentacles, right? This could be an energy that you're embodying. It doesn't mean that you're a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Now, for some of you, this could very well be that, for some of you. Now, what's really interesting is, look at this. Below all of this is the Knight of Wands. Okay, right? So this, I feel like this is you, this Queen of Wands, right? Or excuse me, I didn't mean to say Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. You're in connection with Source. You're manifesting the life of your dreams now because you realize you're the Magus, you're the magician. And with the Queen of Discs, you see there's a very clear perception of the truth. And look at that, we have the Ace of Wands twice here. It's like you already know what somebody else is going through or something like that. We have the Knight of Wands, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Right? And with the Death and the Devil, the Death and the Devil can sometimes speak of an ending that someone is unwilling to let go of. It's like something that someone's addicted to that they can't let go of. It's an obsession of some sort. With the Three of Discs and the Ace of Wands, this could very well be sexual in nature. Maybe there's a third party involved. For some of you out there, that's only going to come from a place of deep knowing. Please disregard that. If it's coming from a place of fear, that message isn't for you. With the Three of Discs and the Ace of Wands, there could be some sort of sexual determination, right? And somebody is unwilling to let this go. There's an obsession. It's an ending to a situation and not being able to let it go. You, on the other hand, maybe this is an idea, right, regarding work. Now, for the devil, it doesn't necessarily have to be sexual in nature, but it could very well be an addiction to money, an idea, a very inspiring idea. Maybe someone is, I don't know, addicted to sex work. I don't know. It's really bizarre that these three energies came out, right? There's something about maybe for some of you a third party, right? Now for others of you, I feel like maybe somebody has a sexual desire for an open relationship or something like that, something along those lines. But like I said, that message is only going to resonate for those of you who know, especially if you're this High Priestess world energy. It's like you already have an intuitive knowing that this was to come and this was happening. Okay. So we have this Tower. Likely this is a mindset that's being blown up as a result of all of this, right? So let's see what comes after this massive, massive Tower moment. What comes after this massive Tower? Wow, the Sun. Freedom is kind of what I'm hearing. There's that Six of Air. The sun, we have Leo energy, the Three of Cups, and the Six of Cups. Somebody's moving away, leaving something behind. Maybe there's a friendship here, happiness, right? It's like you already know that it's time to do the thing, right? You already knew that this was going to happen, so it's time to move on, is what I'm sensing. Now, very interesting. If this is a situation in love, you've decided to let it go. It's like, I already knew this was going to happen. With the Page of Earth, it's a realization, right? Maybe some of you did a tarot reading about this, and it's like you already know that this is a situation you have to leave behind, essentially. Even though there's a lot of celebration and happiness, look at the happiness here. The Six of Swords is moving on from that situation. Strength card. There's more of that Leo energy. Yeah. You know what's really interesting is the Strength card overcomes the Devil. So maybe, okay, for some of you, actually, let me continue to pull cards because I may be misinterpreting this. Page of Wands. Okay, there's that inspiration. Ten of Swords wanted to come out, interestingly enough. Page of Wands. King of Wands. Whoa. It's like, okay. Remember how the King of Wands earlier, the Knight of Wands, was the one that was unwilling to let something go? The Six of Swords is moving on. For some of you, if there was a third party involved, or some sort of desire for a third party, or something like that, as I said, that's only going to come from a place of deep knowing. This is being left behind. With the Strength card, it's like an overcoming. The Strength card is the only card that can truly overcome the Devil. And with the Page of Wands and King of Wands, there's a revival of passions or something like that. Now with the Strength card, this could be a taming of that, right? It comes from a very exploratory energy and evolves into the King of Wands. Now for some of you, this could be a child with a Leo or something along those lines. And the King of Wands is coming through as incredibly empowered through whatever this thing is. Maybe that's what this Tower moment is. This person realizes something. And they're able to see things from a different light. Remember how I was saying about hard work? Work may seem difficult, but the explosion happens, the destruction of that idea happens, it's massive. And then this happiness comes through, but it's like, I knew I had to let this thing, remember how I said I knew at some point I had to leave this thing behind. And I think what's happening here is that this idea, whatever this death energy, remember the death and the devil was unable to let that go. I think this person figured it out. Very interesting. Okay, so let's continue with this. There's something here about a missed opportunity as well. The Four of Cups wanted to come out. Then we have the Two of Cups and Ten of Cups. And that's the Page of Cups and Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. There's an apology here. I feel like there's a soulmate connection here. This did indeed turn out to be love. It's like moving towards towards a connection now. It's like I knew eventually I had to let go of the thing. Whatever that, okay, if you were dealing with somebody who had some sort of addiction or something like that, a desire, in particular sexual in nature for something or someone, like In particular, I'm getting the sense here for like third-party scenarios, like open relationships or something like that. For some of you, right, that idea is being wistfully blown away, right? This was an illusion or a fantasy that this person had. Now, for others of you, this person had an idea in regards to likely work and play, or like being too playful in relationships, or there's something here in regards to not being able to commit fully because they were committed to something else. It was an energy of some sort. And this person knew that at some point it had to be left behind, that it couldn't be something that could be an occurrence for the rest of their lives. It's like a, I let it go. I let it go. I knew I had to let go of this thing at some point. And now this connection can happen. This is a love reading for you guys. There's a soulmate connection that can happen now, because whatever was harmful or preventing the relationship from happening has finally been released. Holy moly. Alrighty guys, so let's go ahead and close this out with the Angel Prayers card. Some messages from the angels, holy angels. What do you have for us here? Spirit animal, interesting. What else do you have for us, holy angels? Okay. So bottom of the deck, we have manifesting miracles, Archangel Orion. Thank you, Orion, for manifesting your miracles in my world. So there's some sort of manifestation here at play. And I think you already knew about it deep down. So the cards that came out was the Spirit Animal card, which says, thank you, Animal Kingdom, for blessing my path with love. So some of you, of course, have very powerful spirit animals that are guiding you through this journey. For others of you, of course, this could be in relation to an actual physical animal who's with you and comforting you during your times of need. Now with the Spiritual Gifts card, we have Archangel Raziel here. Thank you, Raziel, for helping me channel my gifts and talents. As I said, there's an upgrade coming, I feel, for you in regards to your spiritual gifts. Now, if you're dealing with another person, in particular a masculine with the King of Wands, King of Cups, this person is opening up to their own intuition. They're opening up to their own gifts now with this massive Tower moment. Now, Trustworthy Friends, it says, thank you, angels, for surrounding me with people I can trust and love. So there's something here about being trustworthy. It's like, okay, so what I'm getting here, what's really interesting is if you guys were friends, this helped things somehow flourish because you were friends at the time or something like that. And because of that, trust was able to be established. Now we have take time to breathe. Thank you, angels. I breathe with ease knowing you're here. So this is just a confirmation for you guys that, that everything's okay. And it is a time to breathe. And now it's another thing that I'm picking up on is this take time to breathe is almost like this person has finally breathed fresh air for the first time in a long time. Remember how I was saying something about being submerged in the wistfulness here, watching it drift away? The Six of Air is like that breath of fresh air because it's above the water is almost what I'm picking up on. This Tower moment, even though it's incredibly massive and likely life-changing and life-altering, is going to allow this person to breathe. Remember how I said with the with the sun here, there's a sense of celebration and happiness, absolute expansion. Note the similarity in these people's expressions, right? Their gestures with their body. So whatever the situation is, everything's okay. Everything will be okay. And I feel, especially given the cards here and that you're here, you already know about this. So that's going to go ahead and wrap up the reading here, you guys. If you guys did feel this reading resonated, feel free to leave a comment down below. It's always greatly appreciated. And of course, if you enjoyed the reading, please do hit that like and subscribe button. It's greatly appreciated. And of course, as always, I am sending you so much love and so much light. Take care.